Hello everyone, I'm Plasmawarrior, as many like to call me, the Kathy Afro. Okay, I know it's dark, I'm trying here with very little to work with. Anyway, I, I'm not very fond of the idea of people rejecting me when I've actually did something frickin' brilliant, and, screw it one way or another, game FAQs is just being stupid, so I've decided to take it the other way. I've got to review a video game here I want to give you guys, and I'll try to do this more often, but the review is World of Warcraft. Okay, I got suckered into it. I don't know how much time I'm going to have to do a full review. Of course, one of my reviews could take days, but hey, I'm going to get to the point as best as I can. Let's start off with the good things. I gotta admit, the lack of story is a big, huge plus of MMORPGs. You're the story. You're basically the guy telling everybody what you're gonna do, and I like that. I love the graphics. For PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube era games, this was pretty freaking good. They stay consistent for a good 5 years later, maybe 6, 7, 8. I don't know. I just really that's the thing that I can enjoy, but they're a little bit too dark in certain places, like major cities. I can't name them. You probably can see it just night and day, and that's kind of sad. I love the fact that anything you make a control of in an RPG, you either the one to screw up, or basically, yeah, you're pretty much the one that screws up. Everything is fluid and controlled, so they're instantaneous, and they work out very well. And now, even though those are the good things, I've got to say there's some bad stuff. This has one of the worst RPG systems I have ever played. I've played Final Fantasy VII, and that had a very poor system. That was god-awful bad. This is worse. You can't make a single mistake in it. Otherwise, you're dead. Really, I don't want that. I want to do things my way. Even worse, players expect you to do something their way. I don't want that. I'm upset people want me to tank or be someone's meat shield when they're just sitting back and using magic. Oh, whatever. You know what? I hate to say this, but there is somebody I'm going to have to do this to. Fuck you! Fuck you! Man, middle fingers on this planet! Let me tell you right now, I don't care how good you are. I'm doing things my way in an RPG, okay? Period. You needed to hear that. Now, the sound is just... There's some good music pieces, but otherwise it's pretty forgettable. And, although the voice acting was pretty good, I felt like it was the same person over and over and over again for your race. Didn't really matter who it was. No variations. As good as the graphics are, the sound is pretty much the weak point. I mean, there's going to be a ton of replay value, obviously, but I really think once you hit 80, that's it. I wouldn't really go after the end game, because really, there's no end game in an MMORPG anyway. Why bother? When you hit 80, just move on to your next character and repeat. That's really all there is. And even then, you've got so many things you can do with your other characters anyway. Why bother? I really don't know how good people are about Fandom, but it's been a hit. Okay, everyone knows World of Warcraft. Mr. T plays it, for crying out loud. How hard can it, not like this game? I mean, it's really freaking awesome that Mr. T, of all people, plays it. The problem is, this is what really gets to me. There are too many elitists in this game. You can't make a mistake. Everyone's got to do things their way or no way at all. You know what? That's the one problem I have. The Fandom's good, but really, everything else pretty annoying. So, how do I see this overall? Now, I can take this one of two ways. I can take this on the core level. The basic core level that really all video games should be. And, okay, yeah, I see there's some things. Like, you don't have to be in a group to really level up. At least that's a good thing. Or I could take it in the sense of an MMO. and say, you know what, there's just too many issues, too many dumbass people who need to learn a lot of respect. If I did it in the way that this was in an MMO system and not a core system, this would be an overrated game. Hands down, not worth your time. I would honestly say if I went that direction, it would only be a 60 out of a possible 100. There's no way it's one of the best MMORPGs of all time. But if I went on the core level, just basic gameplay, I take an 89 out of 100, and that's what I'm going to stick with. And you can see all the rest of my ratings, and I'll post them up, and you will know and understand why I got to this point. But really, don't ever call me a meat shield again, or I will fucking kill you! Maybe in the game. Later.